Yeah, let's check out this area. Aha, it is connected, guys. So that's good news. Wait, I can look at the items again. Is it related to the jars?
Various containers. Maybe they contained funerary objects.
I wasn't able to look at them before.
The lids depict animals and a person. That alone doesn't really help me. Various containers. Maybe they contained funerary objects.
So just go back and forth. And there is a sarcophagus, the one that you're talking about, right? Is this important?
The museum still has plenty to offer, despite the senseless destruction in the treasure chamber. The museum still has plenty to offer, despite the senseless destruction in the treasure chamber.
Or is the sarcophagus inside the inside the treasure chamber? Secret basement. The jars are a direction for the puzzle, but it is repeating.
The lids depict animals and a person. That alone doesn't really help me.
Oh. So I can also climb back up into the treasure room from the basement. Check out the other sarcophagus. I'm sure there are clues somewhere, guys. There's no way I can do the puzzle right now.
What are you doing here? You are just...
I found another exit.
The eye?
Gone. The Raven blasted a hole in the floor of the treasure chamber. There's a hidden basement beneath it.
And the other treasures?
It doesn't look good.
Oh no.
Director Mokhtar?
Isn't it about time to open the gates?
I don't believe that the police have arrived yet. We can't risk giving the Raven a means of escape.
That monster is surely long gone by now.
Perhaps not. I have a lead.
Do your best. As soon as the police have surrounded the building, I'll open the gates.
Very well, Director. The basement below the treasure chamber. Did you know about it?
I had no idea.
There are maps and drawings from the Second World War in the room. Why?
Well, it may have had something to do with the resistance.
Resistance?
Egypt was occupied by the British. There was a movement for independence.
The Egyptians collaborated with the Nazis?
No, but the enemy of my enemy.
So, the rebels reported information to the Nazis, and for that, they needed secret command posts.
Yes, and what would be of more symbolic importance than the Egyptian Museum, witness to 5,000 years of Egyptian independence?
Hidden rooms? Secret basements? What are they doing here?
The museum was built in 1900 by a Frenchman who had a penchant for such things.
Mystical torchlight ceremonies celebrating the builders of old? Freemasons? Things like that?
Many great buildings have complicated histories.
And today, we're going to write a new chapter.
And the Arabic writing right on top of the puzzle. There was a line of Arabic.
I found this Arabic writing. What does it mean?
Oh, copy it down, guys.
It says, the sons of Horus.
And that means
Is this really the time to discuss history?
it's important.
The sons of Horus played an important part in the burial ritual. 4 sons, 4 canopic jars.
Ooh.
Vessels in which the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines of the body were stored.
Are the 4 connected to symbols?
A man, baboon, jackal, and falcon. Look downstairs in the main hall.
Sons of Horus, vessels and intestines. Got it.
Aha! So this points to the jars, guys.
It's going to be okay. Wait here.
Where is the constable anyway?
He's guarding the treasure chamber.
He told me to call for backup if he doesn't come back in about 5 minutes. And that I shouldn't trust you.
Don't bet on the wrong horse. So...
You won't stop me. Someone raised your museum to the ground, and I'm your best shot at putting a stop to that someone.
Is that your response? Huh.
I can't open the gate alone, and I don't want to anyway. I have my own entrance in the basement.
My own secret entrance.
The constable thinks I'm below him in the basement. If I call him from here, he might fall into the hole out of shock. Besides, it's an advantage if he thinks that there's only one exit and that it's locked. I'll have more time for my investigation.
Alright, let's go back to the jars, guys. At least now we have a lead. So, the jars. There is a board. Oh, you mean this one? The one right by the sarcophagus. There's another hotspot here, right?
Sarcophagus from the Old Kingdom. Unknown ruler. Here we go. On the front, you can see the tutelary deities Amset and Happy. At a later date, it became traditional to show all 4 sons of Horus on all 4 sides of the sarcophagus.
Aha!
Each sun signified a cardinal direction. Happy, the north.
Happy?
Amset, the south. Quebec-Senuef, the west. And Duamutef, the east.
Okay, we have the 4 directions! Nice!
Each son of Horus is associated...
Okay, yes, I know that. So I need to check out the jars
There are
now.
actually 2 of the 4 sons of Horus on the front side of the sarcophagus. A man and a monkey.
Man and monkey? The foresight, huh? What about the jars?
Must be the canopic jars the director was talking about. 1 jar for each of the 4 sons of Horus.
Can I take a closer look? Examine the board.
The 4 sons of Horus, Amset, Hapi, Duamutef, and Quebec-Senuef, are children of the god Horus the Elder and the goddess Isis. They are believed to protect canopic jars, which contain the internal organs of people who were mummified in ancient Egypt. As stellar gods, they are associated with the 4 cardinal directions. For that reason, their names were written on the 4 corners of the coffins during the Middle Kingdom period.
The 4 corners of the coffin. So the jars does not tell me which animals they are. But the coffin, there was something about the coffin. 2 animals at the front. Wait, look at the sarcophagus again. There's no more option on the sarcophagus, guys. Is that all? Is that all the clue? Ah, there we go! Finally!
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
Okay, so... this one?
The sign says Amset, liver.
Amset has a human face.
Hapi, lungs.
Happy.
Quebec-Senuef, intestines.
Okay, they all look very similar, guys, but... okay, let me take a picture here. The one that looks out of that looks like an animal is the first one, with the ears. And also number 3. Number 3 also looks like an animal. 2 and 4 looks more human to me. And let me take a picture. Hold on, guys. Picture time! So now the first one is what?
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
So this one has a ears. And
The sign says Amset.
arm
liver.
sets. Has the most human looking face.
Happy, lungs.
Happy, the one in the north, looks like a dog. I don't know. What does it look like?
Quebec Senuef, intestines.
Okay. Let me go look at the symbols again. Can I really distinguish the symbols from each other? Okay, hold on.
Zelna, is that you?
It is I, the Raven.
Did you find an exit?
No, I'm still looking. The basement is quite large.
Okay, don't go too far away.
So, the ears is here. This one is the easiest to distinguish. So this one is on the west hand side. This one, the ears. Do I put it inside the wheel? Or does it face the right hand side? I'm not sure, guys. Let's put them facing the inner part first. So now we have the human face at the south end. Oh, the other ones look very similar, guys. This one, the human one. There's a horse. The other animal face is number 2. Ooh. I don't know, guys. This looks tough. Yeah, I think they are facing the inner section. So now, number 3. The west hand side is which one? If I look at the pictures here, there is a dog, there's a horse, and does this one has a beak? Is that a bird? There's a bird! I can't even tell just from looking at the jars. So I guess this one's a human then. The one with the human face. Ah, okay, human face is at the bottom. We are right. So we have the bird, and also the horse. The one that looks like the horse. Ah, there we go, it's done! I didn't see a bird there, guys. The bird does not have a beak on the jar.
There we go.
Okay, now a secret passage.
He's up there, Robert. I know that.
That may be. Go into the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director.
Zelna, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
You can't stop me. Not anymore.
And I don't even have a flashlight, guys. Whoa!
200 steps at least. And a ladder. I'm too old for this.
Well, we are here in another secret room. Radio set.
Left over from the war, if I had to guess. And why not? So high above the city is the perfect place for a secret radio installation.
Oh, are we really that high? We are like near the roof of the building.
Must be unbearably hot up here in the summer, but it's bearable at the moment.
Turn on the fan.
I'd better leave it off. It'd probably just stir up dust. An old roof like this must be paradise for pigeons. Seems like there are dozens of them up there. I can't see them, but I can certainly hear them and smell them.
Dozens of them? I'm surprised the floor is so clean then. Where are the droppings? Maybe our Raven clean up the floor periodically. He's a good cleaner then. There's a little doorway that heads outside. The chair.
The chair is the only object that's not covered with dust. It seems like someone sat on it recently. Handcuffs.
The Raven?
Not what I expected.
What? Handcuffs?
Was someone interrogated here?
Oh no.
Huh. The Raven, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't you step into the light?
Who is it, guys? Oh no! I need to name the Raven now. Definitely not the Doctor. It's not the violinist. Definitely not him, guys. He's just a thief. Very low-level thief. He only steals old women's purses. It cannot be the Inspector. I don't think so. And the Professor has no reason to be the Raven. Because he has the eye all along. So that leaves the butler. The butler did it. Right, Co-Master? I'm gonna say the butler.
Mr. Inch.
Amazing. Truly amazing. I thought young Legrand would be my most dangerous opponent, but it seems I should have had more respect for age.
Well, well, well.
And the bomb on the train? Did you want to kill us all?
I knew that Legrand would be hot on my heels after the heist in London. He's a dangerous man, Mr. Zellner. He almost caught me once.
Is that a reason to resort to murder?
It wasn't my only reason. An eye for an eye, Constable Zellner.
So, did you really murder the Baroness? Really?
What about the murder of the Baroness? Was that also your doing?
The death of the Baroness was never part of the plan. Dr. Gebhardt had a score to settle with her and got in my way.
You didn't care about the key to the safe?
I never wanted to steal the eye out of the safe. I always intended to strike here, in the museum.
What about Gebhardt's confession?
A nice idea, don't you think? It keeps the inspector out of my hair. For a few more hours, at least. Until everything collapses like a house of cards.
Okay, so the Doctor killed the Baroness, that's for sure, right? Yeah, it is not his model to kill, guys. He does not murder, he's only steal.
Why did you want to steal the second eye here?
The eye was in the bank in Zurich for a long time, impossible to get at. Then the safe on the ship in Legrand's cabin, too complicated. I heard about the secret basement and found out how the security system worked. I would have preferred to save my performance for the gala this evening, but, well, events demanded a change of schedule. Not least because of you, my nosy friend.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness? And the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Huh?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
So there's a stowaway.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.
Oh! But he's not a killer though. He's never killed before, guys. What happened? What just happened? Who got shot?
I told you not to get off. What if the train had gone without you?
So, you're taking a job as a ship's doctor.
I am excited but nervous too. I'm not exactly a champion swimmer.
If you wind up in the water on board a ship, something's gone terribly wrong.
Wait, what is going on here, guys? Wasn't that the beginning? Are we going back to the past? We are playing as Adil now? Gray? The Raven, the Butler. So they worked together from the
What
start.
was all that in the museum?
That didn't quite go according to plan, did it? And I hate it when things don't go according to plan.
You nearly killed them.
You let them catch you.
It wasn't my fault. Scotland Yard was there.
If I thought it was your fault, you'd already be bobbing in the River Thames with a bullet in your head. Someone tipped them off. I don't know who, but I'm going to find out. Where is the jewel?
Wait, what is going on here?
Marvelous. But it's just half the set, and stealing the second eye will be more difficult than I'd anticipated.
Okay, so... yeah, this is prior to the beginning of the game. That's the first jewel, the first eye.
Why are we meeting here and not in Venice like we planned?
London drew more attention than planned. They put Legrand on the case.
Nicholas Legrand?
He's searching the train.
Shouldn't we postpone the plan under these circumstances?
On the contrary, I gave him an anonymous tip.
A tip?
I told him that the train will be robbed.
You don't seriously suggest that we steal the jewel right under Legrand's nose?
Of course, because I'm an idiot. Our best bet is still Cairo. Everything is prepared. Mr. X will provide us with everything we need. As planned, I'll go to Venice together with the Baroness and board the ship there. You'll do the same, but as surreptitiously as possible.
All right.
And under no circumstances can anyone be permitted to discover our relationship. Understood?
And the rest of the plan is as before?
We just have to get on board the ship.
Then I'll get in the car and we'll meet in Venice.
No, Legrand necessitates a change of plan. You'll go by train as well, and place this envelope on the safe as soon as the train halts in the tunnel. I'll cause a blackout so that you can sneak past the guard. You won't believe who's guarding the safe. That blasted Bobby from London. If you have any trouble, cave his skull in.
And Legrand?
You take care of the letter, I'll take care of everything else. The most important thing is that no one recognizes you on the train.
And that I don't get caught.
So he was wearing the uniform on the train. Remember, we bumped into him, guys. So I call him suspicious too. Even though we cannot find him in the end. Yeah.
What's the purpose of the letter?
That's not your concern.
I'd just like to know whether I'm risking my life for some game of yours, or whether it's worth it.
Any one of my games would be worth your life. You just do what I tell you. Stick the letter on the door of the safe or leave it on top of it, I don't care. But the letter has to be there as soon as Legrand shows up after the blackout to make sure everything is in order. Understood?
Yes.
What?
Yes, understood.
I said yes!
Hasn't the Baroness grown suspicious?
She's wrapped up in a veil of alcohol, arrogance, and disinterest. Only flattery, gossip, and Belgian chocolate can penetrate it.
Ideal conditions.
I'll be glad to be rid of that old hag. She's my ticket to the most important museums in Europe. But these have been the longest 6 months of my life.
How are the injured guards doing?
How the devil should I know?
You didn't need to do that.
What? Save your bacon?
I'd have made it out on my own.
Oh yes, the poor security guard. It really wasn't necessary. I'm such a naughty boy.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
Oh please, please, don't be angry with me. I won't do it again.
I don't know. We have the first eye, and we only just escaped.
Tell me you're not suggesting that we should be satisfied with that? One eye alone is nothing more than an expensive bauble, but both eyes together are a legend. My greatest triumph.
Shouldn't I put the eye somewhere for safekeeping? Just in case Legrand searches our things.
I'll hide the jewel in the Baroness's luggage. I already know where. Legrand won't dare search her belongings, and even then, he'll never be able to open the secret compartment.
Okay, so we'll see each other in Venice.
And not sooner. Here, take your travel documents. We may not have an opportunity to meet in Venice.
Okay, fine. Huh, that's the first change of plans so far.
The first of many.
Whatever. Looks like I'll be going to Venice by train.
Am I really playing as Adil now? Move around! You see Selna and the Doctor too. Okay, look in my possession. Look at the items that we have.
A handy Swiss Army knife. A good friend gave it to me. Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the dramatic. Why else would he call himself the Raven? I don't like having to risk my own neck as part of his drama. What's the point of leaving messages for his opponent? A ticket for a trip on the MS Lydia from Venice to Cairo, some banknotes, and
A passport!
a passport. Blank. No personal info, no picture. Inch has brilliant contacts in the underworld. He knows the best counterfeiters, technicians, pickpockets, and con men. He remains anonymous, though. Most of them don't even know they're working for him. Mr. X, his contact in Cairo, probably doesn't have a clue who he is.
So those are the items that we have. Travel documents.
I'd like to know what message Inch finds so important that he's willing to risk my neck to deliver it. But now's not the time. I have a train to catch.
I want to read it. Open it. Open the envelope and take a look at the message.
The crate must have had bananas or something in it. It's empty now. It's built out of thin wooden boards. Probably didn't have to bear much weight.
Can use a crate too.
There probably isn't a single newspaper between Moscow and Madrid that's not reporting on the burglary. I'm famous. Unfortunately, not for the sort of elegantly executed theft I'd like to be known for. Burglary in British Museum, 1 casualty, £5,000 damage, culprit unknown. Return of the Raven? I'd have escaped anyway, but Inch just couldn't resist playing with dynamite. I hope the security guard recovers soon. A leather bag like the ones used by country doctors for carrying their equipment.
Dr. Gerhardt.
If I swipe the bag, it'd cause confusion while people look for it, and I might be able to sneak onto the train. The only problem is, I can't take the bag with me.
Okay, I can dump it somewhere else. Right. Like the garbage bin. Okay, the newspaper is not a hotspot.
Sometimes
about the
you
bin?
can find useful things in a waste bin, but this one seems to have been emptied recently.
Can we dump it back in the bin? Conductor guarding the
The
train.
conductor from the train. He's keeping a watchful eye on his passengers and their luggage. The train's been held up, and he seems to want to prevent further delays. He'd see me if I tried to board the train.
I think he saw me already.
I don't think I can lure him away. One of the passengers would have to ask him for something. It would be best if I could get my hands on his clothes somehow. The conductor's uniform would be the ideal disguise.
Right, I do need a disguise.